Yeah, welcome back to my channel, Dr. Okoya Ebasi. We are still talking about Bayelsa, the second poorest state in Nigeria. Now, apart from the nutrition indicators, we also have other indicators that shows that Bayelsa is one of the poorest states in Nigeria. Now, one of such indicators is access to good quality and safe drinking water. Now, having access to clean and safe drinking water is a measure of the quality of lives of the people. Now, when you travel the length and breadth of Bayelsa State, especially in the rural areas, you will agree with me that many villages don't have potable water. They don't have pipe-borne water that is serving the community that everybody can fetch and use. Most of these villages, most of the dwellers of these rural villages are still fetching water from the river. They are still fetching water from ponds for drinking and domestic use. Even the state capital in Agua, you can see that Meruas are the people pushing the water that people use for drinking for and other domestic uses. This is an indication of poverty. Now, the quality of the water that these Meruas are pushing, you cannot determine the quality, and it cannot be good quality water because of the way they are handled. Even if the source is good, by the time the process, they will handle it from one jerrycan, and the jerrycans are not washed on daily basis and transferred from place to place. You will understand that the quality of the water must have been compromised. So even in the state capital, we don't have good quality drinking water, not to talk of the villages. So this aspect, in this indicator is very clear that Bayelsa is actually poor. It's one of the poorest states because of this access to good clean water that many people cannot have access to good quality and clean water. Now, the second thing is access to quality medical care. Now, with this, even in this indicator, you find out that many villages don't have good quality health care. Only very few villages or communities have hospitals. And most of these hospitals are too expensive that the people cannot even afford. And some of the communities, there are health centers, but these health centers are in comatose. They have few workers there, but there are no professionals, no doctors, no qualified nurses. So many people don't even patronize them. No drugs, no equipment. So the health centers, the primary health care centers are just in existence. And it's only in very few villages. Many villages don't have healthcare facilities. And as such, it is affecting the health of the state. And now I think that is the reason why they introduced the Bayelsa State Health Service Scheme. And now the introduction of the Bayelsa Health Service Scheme is good. It's a good approach to tackle this aspect of poverty. But the problem there is that many people in the rural areas have not subscribed to this Bayelsa Health Service Scheme. So there is need for advocacy to encourage people to register and be part of this health program so that these health issues can be addressed. So that when you are sick, you can get to a health facility, have the primary health care, have somebody that will be able to advise you on what to do, take first aid before you think of secondary health care, which are also not too available. So health care is another major issue that is keeping us as people who are poor and needs to be addressed. Now, the other one is access to clean, safe, and healthy living conditions. Now, if you look at the living conditions of many villages, then you will understand that environmentally we are poor. Because many villages, open defecation is still the order of the day. They defecate in the water and they still fetch that same water for their drinking and domestic use. And some of them, they defecate in the bush, and it's open defecation. So infestations and all manner of diseases are prevalent because of these habits. So you found out that environmentally we are really poor, because imagine a situation where the people will defecate in the river and then they will still fetch water from that river for their domestic use, drinking and all that. It's an indication of poverty and it needs to be addressed. In fact, we are advocating a situation where they should, just like as the other agencies like NDDC are supporting the state and the Niger Delta to ensure that we light up the Niger Delta. They should also come up with programs to provide water, good pipe-borne water, healthcare services, and then good environmental practices for many of the communities in the Niger Delta. These issues are not just common to Bayelsa alone. If you look at the statistics, after Bayelsa, you are talking of Delta, you are talking of Akwa Ibom. Most of the oil-producing states are affected by this poverty level. One, because due to the high cost of items in most of these rural areas. So environmentally, we are poor and we are backward. Now, another one that we will need to consider is education. Now, education, access to good and quality education is something that the state government is trying. In this area, you find out that many schools have been renovated, classroom, desk and other facilities have also been provided, teachers, tables and all that. So in this area, the state government is trying. But among all the indicators, this is the only area that you can give the state a pass mark. And since there are several other factors, indicators, that are still yet to be addressed, you cannot use only this one to say that we are free from poverty. So in the education sector, we found out that the government is trying. Many schools are renovated, they are in good conditions, and there are teaching and facilities both for the students and the teachers. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel, share these videos, and make your comments. Thank you.